Welcome to Box Lunch, Ala Moana. They seem to have a lot more statues than the Pro Ridge Box Lunch. And definitely a lot more pops. We've actually been finding some pretty cool stuff at Box Lunch. Nothing this time, but
for some reason I'm not as hyped
you never know.
as I am for other movies.
Box Lunch has had a lot of surprises for us.
I might be a little marbled out. So I'm trying not to get excited for it.
The new Wizard of Oz, the new Sleeping Beauty 25th anniversary. Definitely a pretty good place lately.
Oh, I guess it wasn't really live. Looks like it, right?
Yeah.
New Avatar.
I remember Annabelle being
Black.
I didn't say it.
Not too bad. Welcome to Hot Topics, Ala Moana. Okay, unfortunately, I really came in for a Godzilla shirt. They had the shirt, just not in my size. They had it last week. Didn't pick it up.
For the -1 one.
Yeah, I need a large though.
Maybe I gotta try Pro Ridge again. Went to Pro Ridge, they didn't really have my size either last week. Great selection of shirts though. Their pop selection kind of shrank. Small. Welcome to Barnes & Nobles in Ala Moana. They had the Taj Mahal, which is pretty awesome. They still have a piranha plant. And of course the flowers and cactuses. Some pretty great statues.
One time I got reincarnated as Yamcha.
And
Don't want to get reincarnated as Yamcha.
honestly don't see anything I want.
Look who else is on.
Teams are back.
As far as pops go, they had a huge selection of pops.
New one.
Again, great pops, just not anything that I
already have
saw that I
Two versions of
needed
Frozen.
or wanted.
We're cutting our hair.
Still want Captain Pollution.
Me too.
Great import collectible stuff.
Dark green, this green, the small instead of just the red. What a green box. A green
It is weird to me that Barnes & Nobles have imported stuff, but I guess as big of an anime has become
now that Sydney Sweeney's the big name in
an American store like Barnes & Nobles would bring in some imported stuff.
she's kind of fading out. Good. She'll get
Never really liked her.
Wasn't she one of them that time?
Yet they don't bring in anime CDs, which is weird. Yeah, not much, unfortunately. Welcome to Outer Realms.
Dude, that would be awesome. Ooh, a baby owlbear.
Didn't have nothing else to do, so why not? Comic book day. Or at least try to find new comics.
But Daryl's not gonna be there, so it doesn't make sense for just me to do it. If we're in the same group.
This place is fantastic for games of all types. Board games, card games, Warhammer, as well as comics. I do. You know, at one point, Hawaii had both
His sensei.
Outer Realms as well as Jellies. I think Jellies had the upper hand as far as the collectible store goes, as well as being Hawaii's #1 place to get comics. However, with Jellies gone,
His actual dad and mom are not together.
and there are still a few smaller stores like Dragon Slayer and other stores around, but Outer Realms has become the #1 place to get comics. You know, we love going to Arts 808. It's a great place for collectors, but it's a bit small.
It does make sense.
Yeah, I don't think 808 has as much comics as Outer Realms. Unfortunately, they do have some great comics at 808 though. As far as the older comics goes, kind of have to go to boat stores to find what you want. I do think 808 has the better statues, although a smaller selection of statues. There is no Warhammer stuff, unfortunately. 808 does have a whole lot more pops than Outer Realms does, which is basically why we go there, besides the comics. But Outer Realms also have some surprise older toys and collectibles. You never know what they'll have. Dungeons and Dragons stuff. They do have a small selection of manga here, and a pretty big selection of graphic novels, as well as 2 rooms to play games in.
You don't want to wrestle? I'll wrestle anybody. But it doesn't make sense to put him with.
It's always entertaining to
If you guys are
just be looking around and listening to all the guys play. Like I said, there's a lot of the newer toys, collectibles, as well as some old school collectibles like Scream there. Some X-Men reboot. Not my style, but I know there are reboot fans out there. Honestly, the reason we come to Outer Realms mostly is for the graphic novels as well as the comics. Maybe he wants to do something singles? But we honestly can spend hours in both 808 collectibles as well as
We're bickering about this, but
Outer
what
Realms.
if JT sends somebody down and I have somebody to wrestle? What's the difference?
And we can't honestly forget HI Hawaii Collectors. They have a pretty good collection of comics, old school.
I don't have specifics on who I want to wrestle.
Wrestle anybody that you haven't wrestled yet.
Yeah. As long as I know what I got,
And they have a
I'll wrestle them.
bigger selection of collectibles,
That's all I want. They have no
old
specifics.
school collectibles. I
I'm not picky.
still think 808 has more pops than HI Collectibles. Or HI Hawaii Collectors. So yes, you really have to go to as many stores as you can. I honestly see a couple comics I want, so welcome to Book Off Downtown. Still have some pretty great stuff in the glass cases. There's some pretty cool statues. Had some great games. Unfortunately, it sold, or they sold the Transformers War of Cybertron game for the Xbox 360. Had some Godzilla movies.
Okay, so 3 items now.
Some great games.
That's good. You're doing one piece. One piece. 7 and 8. Okay. Well,
Their Dragon Ball cart and their anime up front.
Change out this one for, I didn't realize you guys had Dragon Ball.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's saying, I would think less because, like, generally speaking, that style.
Oh yeah, it's $5.
Yeah, it's either 5 or it could have been.
Just in case. Unfortunately, we didn't go through all of the Funkos that they had. Although I did see that. They still have the $3 Funkos in back. as well as some Super Famicom games on sale.
It's not too bad. Yeah. I'm just surprised they put it out here and not inside.
In the case, they did have a few new Funkos in stock. Looks like somebody sold their small collection.
So I'm either gonna get
Some new Disney stuff,
or
a
Sailor
couple
Cat.
new Marvel stuff.
I'm leaning towards Saturn. Because I've been collecting a shit ton of fucking Spider-Man recently.
Change up.
Maybe I'll just get that Carnage for 75 instead.
On the outside, not much caught my eye. On the few inside, a few things caught my eye, but nothing
And the
that I had to get.
the bits.
Yeah, it's not super specific. It's all under this one.
Nemo.
I mean, they got a few new stuff, looks like. Around. Small stuff.
You come and then you get like the treasure hunting experience. So that was his.
They've been making what's called Last Ronin.
I usually don't know what's going on because here's a.
Yeah, little by little.
The movie? Yep.
Oh, Godzilla story. Yeah, Mothra, right?
Getting everything I want. For Funkos.
Yeah.
Mothra.
Last week was when it came in. But yeah,
When I can't.
you know, there's some. This one is out where you can see it, but every so often there's like down in this. Yeah, yeah, and chances are like I don't think I'm going to price. Maybe later, a couple months or something.
I think the anime section is the last section I'm going to be picking stuff up. And maybe cartoons.
Japan's version.
No,
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
the third party.
I wonder. Because it looks exactly like that. Control.
But I'm not really in a rush to pick up as much anime stuff as I should be. Some pretty great stuff. Since we're in Power Rage, we might as well stop off at Mini Q's. They have some great little cute stuff for Disney. A lot of models. Another place for Warhammer fans. No, Toucan Harley looks pretty awesome.
I know, I just saw that. I was like,
Lots of statues, some small little anime figures, some giant Godzilla stuff. Oh wow. Looking at the Transformers Masterpiece.
Optimus.
They did have the new Optimus for the G1. The old toys. Guess it's the new reboot. Like I've said, if you're into anime and you're at Pearl Ridge, gotta stop off at Animation Magic as well as Minikyu. Mazing Kaiser looks insane. They actually had a modeled ramen cup of noodles. Had me laughing for a second. They also had some of the new dinosaur models, which are pretty awesome. So they're basically models of dinosaurs, except you build the skeleton first, then put the model on, so you can decide whether you want to display the dinosaur as itself or the skeleton. What can I say? It's Japan. Destroyer. Lots of Spy Family. I guess that's the next big anime. I haven't watched it yet. I need to make time for it. Honestly, there's a lot of anime I need to catch up with. So as far as Minikyu is concerned, I would love to get the Mazinga Z model. I would also like to get the Dungeons and Dragons Warhammer Tiamat statue. However, the statue itself is small but detailed and is about $300. So I'm kind of
bring her in here. She's going to be spending a lot of money.
Bigger model for a little bit cheaper.
She was injured.
But I think that one's
roster,
made of plastic. I'm not sure. Still looking into a lot of these things.
It was her and who was she teaming with? Britt Baker. That kind of just went to nothing. Like there was no.
They have a lot of great anime statues though.
But when Jamie got injured, Britt disappeared.
Yeah. She did her doctor thing.
As well as a lot of great models.
This one was there.
And towards the end of this video, you'll be hearing three guys trying to buy a Gundam model, arguing about which Gundam is stronger.
I forgot that that's it. The helmet is the young version. Before.
Honestly, as strong as the Gundams are, if the pilot is not
really
great,
wanted it, so they kind
the
of
strength of
left it
your
out.
mech,
I bet you now.
unfortunately, means nothing.
Now that,
I do want to build or to get some of these
in Barney Gallman,
gachapon
they brought
mystery boxes. And there's
still have
Tiamat.
think that was 200. Tiamat.
Wow.
That's
There's some
four-headed,
Godzilla.
five-headed dragon.
There's the Mecha Godzillas, but each one is about $33.
Godzilla?
Yeah.
There's some Gundam.
Hydra or something.
There was one Transformer. Blind mystery box. Definitely love coming into here and seeing imported stuff.
Gigantor. Amazon Kaiser. Got Mars.
Definitely need to pick up a few stuff. Unfortunately, like I've said before, I suck at building models. There are a few models I do want to pick up though. All I can say is we'll wait and see. Welcome to Pearl Ridge. Book off.
Your dad.
No, it ends up. You end up seeing the same vision that.
So unfortunately, I've been trying to be good this week and
Saturn.
How much is that?
next.
80.
Trying to save money for the damn Collectors Expo.
Is that 80?
The Pearl Ridge Book Off had some
Kind of need them.
What about that one?
some things I needed.
That's 120.
So I had to spend some money. Truthfully, this glass case is always awesome. Nothing stands out. The Optimus head looked pretty awesome. Their models section went down, which is pretty insane. So they had some one VI Trooper, some Power Rangers,
Lord Fred. Whoosh.
some forget what it was called, Samurai Trooper. No, that is Ronin Warriors. The Cyber Samurai something.
There's a few things over there.
There was something that was here that's not here.
I'm getting a better idea of what I want as far as figures and toys, collectibles go. Finding new things online, things that I didn't even know existed.
Not a lot of people bought the older system.
They sold a lot of their old systems. Lots of games, as usual. Fortunately, didn't make it to look at some of these games, but
Never seen Zatanna before.
Great pops. Unfortunately for me, even better for me pops.
I don't know. You keep putting her off.
Actually had one of my newer grails, I would say. As my grail list is getting pretty short. If you guys don't know, I usually just put 2 must-haves for grails and work on trying to get those before I move up something into the grail position.
You got that one and the blue one, I think. The chase.
That way I don't end up buying everything.
I knew you would remember that part. Because I remember seeing it, but I remember if I got it.
So the first 2 original grails for me was the original Ghost Rider and the original Majin Vegeta.
No. Spider armor.
When I got Ghost Rider, I moved up the Skeletor into there. When I got Majin Vegeta, well, you get it. So this week I did end up spending a little bit of money. And I was honestly waiting to see if anybody picked any of them up. Fortunately, nobody did. The crazy part though is I lost a couple DVDs during the move. I've been trying to find a few others, and I've been actually building my DVD collection again
Holding the doll.
after getting rid of a bunch of them. So last week and this week I bought a major amount of DVDs. I still have about 3 pages, 2.5, to try and find, as well as others that I probably haven't written down. Actually, we'll be trying to get other DVDs that might not normally exist as well.
The ones, the sailors that I don't have are blondes.
Well, I mean, aren't you picking up Sailor V?
Being a collector kind of sucks,
I'm thinking about getting the other one though, with the short hair.
but it's the life.